And of course, what I mentioned before, you can really see the journeys of the apostles from here, leaving from Caesarea or Jaffa. So of course, Turkey, Ephesus, and you read the letters of the Ephesians, or the Corinthians, or so. This is Athens. Corinth is right here.
Corinth.
Okay, so, and of course, eventually reaching Rome itself. So it's really nice to see all the journeys of the apostles. Of course, Paul's ship that almost drowned on the way in the island of Malta. So this is the journey, and eventually coming back to report about their success, opening new churches. Okay, so all of the book of Acts and all of the epistles, the letters of the apostles, all came from this region, the birth of the church. Antioch is right here.
Oh.
Exactly here. This is Syria, and this is Antioch.
Okay.
Paul Louis, Paul Louis, Paul Pipu na tinghe. The Paul Power Gospel.
This is a sarcophagus for a burial, for putting the dead body.
Tami mun ta pen.
This one is Christian.
Pi ta te, si mun te I ki sat na. Pul pi he.
Like the coffin.
Pi ta te in Jesu. Jesu khahi. Jesu ahi lung nam na thu gan ta chiang mun. Tami kul pi ma haya. Mi pi ma ya ki sidin ki sat la. Pi ta thong sum pan aswa ta na. Mun pi he. Pi. Allah Allah. Hallelujah. Đây bà.
Đây là đi USMC này.
Hallelujah, Jesus. Welcome to town. Israel. Hallelujah. Đây là miền. Oh my God. Sol đã thế. Pi đã giòn. Thấy mình pi đã thế nun tặng na. Mun tình. Pi. Kami mun pa. Kun ta che ngi rong long no ma mai. Ti kha te tol lam ei. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. David yung kita lama mai. Mệt, chân xả tàu xí đây.
Chân này đấy.
When you think of archaeology, most people think of Indiana Jones. You saw the movie Indiana Jones?
Indiana Jones ဆိုသူ့ရဲ့
Archaeology.
ကြည့်ဖို့လာတယ်
To find treasures and gold and treasure hunting. I'm an archaeologist. I excavate a lot, and it's fun finding gold. But the most important thing in archaeology is this, not gold. It's stone with writings.
โอเคအခုသူပြောတာခင်ဗျာ Indiana Jones ရဲ့ရုပ်ရှင်ကြည့်ဖို့တလာတယ်သူဟာဆိုတော့စီဟောင်းပစ္စည်းတွေရှာပြီးတော့စူငွေတွေရှာပြီးတော့ခုံးဘယ်လိုပြောမလဲပြန်ခွတ်တာပေါ့နော်အဲ့လိုမျိုးသူလုပ်တယ်ဒါပေမဲ့တကယ် archaeology မှာသူကိုယ်လည်းငါလည်း archaeologist ဖြစ်တယ်ဆိုတာငါလည်းသူတည်တနာသမားဖြစ်တယ်တဲ့ archaeology ရဲ့တကယ်အလုပ်ကတော့ဆွေငွေရဖို့မဟုတ်ဘူးဒီလိုစီဟောင်းပစ္စည်းတွေကြောက်တော့ရေးထားတဲ့စာသားထိုးထားတဲ့ဟာပေါ့နော် written မှာအဲ့ဒါဒီပြီးပြီးတော့အဲ့ဒါဘယ်လိုလဲ discovery လုပ်ပြီးတော့အတန်းတင်တာအရေးကြီးဆုံးပဲ
This is much more important than gold. And this is, by the way, this is not the original. The original they keep in the museum. This is a replica. The original is worth millions. They keep it safe in the museum. It looks exactly the same.
original အစ်စ်ကြတော့ဒီဟာအစ်စ်မဟုတ်ဘူးတဲ့ဒါသူတို့copy လုပ်တာပေါ့နော်ပုံစံတူလုပ်တာအစ်စ်ကတော့ museum ပြတ်တိုင်းမှာထားတယ်အစ်စ်ကတော့ဒေါ်လာ million တန်တယ်ပြင်မှာမထုတ်ဘူးတဲ့
Let's remember again. King Herod the Great, he dies in 4 BC. Then his 3 sons that we mentioned, Philippi, Archelaus and Agrippa, we just heard of Agrippa. And then Rome is sending governors, procurators as we know, and they make Caesarea their capital. So we hear of Felix, we hear of Festus, and then we know that around the year 30 AD, Rome is sending a governor called Pontius Pilate.
ဟုတ်ပြီကျွန်တော်တို့ခုနပြောထားတဲ့အတိုင်းပေါ့နော်ခုနဒီပြတ်တိုက်ပေါ့ TA တော့ပေါ့နော်ဒီကပွဲယူအဲ့ဒီနေရာဒါဒီ hero အကလပါနဲ့ဆိုင်တဲ့ဟာပေါ့နော်အခုအဲ့ hero ရဲ့တာ3ယောက်ထက်2ယောက်ကျန်သေးတာပေါ့နော်ဖိလိပနဲ့အကလာရှိတယ်သူတို့နောက်မှာကျတော့သူတို့ဒီ hero dynasty ရှင်းသွားတာပေါ့နော်မရှိတော့တဲ့ခါကျတော့ Roma နဲ့ပို့တာကြောင့်ဘာလို့လဲဒီ pilot ဒီလိုဒီမင်းကြီးတို့အဲ့ဒါ
My friends, you have to understand, until this stone was found, and it was found here in the 70s, there was no proof that a person called Pontius Pilate ever lived. This is the first and only written time in history that we find his name.
Okay. That's all. Philip pilot pilot ရဲ့အကြောင်းကိုတော့တခြားနေရာမှာဒီမှာတကယ်လုတ်ခဲ့တယ်ကာဗနာဖြစ်တယ်ဆိုတာဒီကြောက်မှုကပဲတက်တည်ပြတယ်
And what is written on it, you also have it shown very nicely here. First of all, you know, in Rome there is hierarchy. The most important person is Caesar. And remember, we said Caesar in the time of Christ is Tiberius. So first of all, you see the name Caesarius Tiberius. And then you have the name Pontius Pilatus and his degree Prefectus Judea, the prefect, the governor of Judea. So there is no doubt this is our man. Now, do I need to convince you that Pilate existed? You are God's people, right? You believe in the written word. But in history, there were many of those that went against the church, like when Islam came up, and they said, you know, this story is just made up. It's not real. This man never existed. You know, there was a time that people said that King David never existed until we found his name written on a stone. So now we have proof. So you don't need proof, but still it's great to find proof. No one can say that Pilate never existed. We have his name, and we found it in the palace of the governors. So it must have been by the door. Welcome to the palace of Pontius Pilate. And then we know that in the year 33, in April, Passover, Pilate leaves Caesarea and goes up to Jerusalem to supervise the events in Jerusalem, and that will lead to the crucifixion. So this is an amazing, amazing discovery, because no one can argue anymore that this person never existed. And that's what archaeology is all about, to prove that the text, whether the Old Testament, the New Testament, no one can say it's made up. It's all history. These are real people and real events.
ဟုတ်ကဲ့အခုတချို့လူကြီးကခရစ်တော်ကိုယ်တိုင်လည်းတကယ်ရှိမှာမဟုတ်ဘူးစာအုပ်ထဲမှာရေးတာပဲရှိတယ်အတူပဲလူကြီးကအရှောက်ရေးတာပဲဖြစ်နေလို့ပြောနေတယ်Pontius Pilate ကိုလည်းတကယ်ရှိတကယ်ဒီနေရာမှာရှိခဲ့တယ်အသက်ရှင်ခဲ့တယ်လို့တော့မဖြစ်နိုင်ပါဘူးဆိုပြီးတော့ပြောလို့အများကြီးရှိတယ်ဒါဒီနဲ့ကျွန်တော်တို့ကကျန်းစာအုပ်ထဲမှာရေးလို့မကဘဲနဲ့အခုဒီနေရာမှာကျွန်တော်တို့တွေ့တယ်ကြောက်တုံးတွေပေါ်မှာဖတ်တိုင်ဒီမှာသူတို့နာမည်တကယ်ကပင်းထူးထားတဲ့ကောင်တွေ့တဲ့ခါကျတော့ကျွန်တော်ကျန်းစာထဲမှာရေးထားတဲ့ဟာအခုလုံးအတိအကျမှန်ကန်မှုရှိတယ်ဆိုတဲ့ဟာ proof ဖြစ်လိုက်တယ်တက်တည်ကြတယ်ထောက်ထား
When Herod and the procurators lived here, this was a beautiful palace. Today it's destroyed, but you can still see there was a garden in the middle surrounded by a colonnade of pillars, and all around that's where the royal chambers, where the royal family lived. So imagine a huge building with a garden and water fountains, and then where the flags are below that there was a swimming pool with fresh water. I will give you a few minutes to go to the end and see the shape of the swimming pool. So imagine this whole area is made of marble and maybe gold and paintings, a very rich place, because that's the most important people. So walk to the end and take a look at the swimming pool, and then we will meet over there by the yellow flag. Okay, so you are invited to take some good pictures over there, and then we will regroup over there. I'm going there, but you want go and take some good pictures over there.
Yeah, picture. Man cái này chơi tao bị tiếng ạ. Man cái này thấy chơi.
Không mà lên đi làm.
Nga cái món. Oh, wow.
And the mosaic floor, our original, 2,000 years.
Da Nippon Thong to Tia Runga.
Oh my God.
Original point. Upan look at it.
Oh.
All around the pool there would be mosaics and expensive buildings.
ဒီပတ်ဝန်းကျင်အားလုံးဟာဆိုတော့တကယ်သူတို့မောစစ်ဆိုတဲ့ခါကျတော့အဲ့ဒါဒီအစ္စလာမ်ဘာသာတွေရဲ့ဘုရားကျောင်းပေါ့နော်အဲ့ဒီတဲ့ဒီလောက်ထားတဲ့ဟာတဲ့ဒီပေါင်းနဲ့ပေါင်းတယ်အစ္စလာမ်ဘာသာတွေဒီဘာလိုက်တော့ကျွန်တော်
Cùng chung nhìn lại à. Rồi giờ tao đang lại ye, tao bay xuống lại. Jesus history disciple. Oh my God. Allah. Envo. Oh my God. Yeah.
This is an idea of what it would look like when it was intact. The pool, lots of mosaic floors, and the palace itself was built around. Later on it fell to the ocean.
ရှင်ထုံတော့လည်းမမြင်ပါဘူး
来先头那么贵呀，那么老，我们去。
kum tulni valaya amal
cùng tuần này bạn lại kia thì tụi ấy tôi ta
Sisa kumpipa is chikan timona chiku kachorani
sẽ soi cùng đi bài
kimpa le tengah
cùng đi ai nói này là nó mà nó xem nghe pakka ấy nó cùng tuần này là cái lắm cùng tuần này là cái lắm đó còn cái tấm bằng này original gì mình phải original gì original mà khả năng gì cũng nhận cái đâu quang mà làm chịu nó bạn nuôi sao cái xe bên mà
西沙不一。
I appeal 67ဆိုပြီးတော့ပေါ်လို့ပြောတယ်